Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently hoping that Darius tells us where our next flashpoint location is soon, but we're going to tick forward here and get some repairs done. We're going to tick forward at least 5 days, but it's definitely going to be more than that. It's probably going to be the full 12 days to get the Orion back. Let's go ahead and do that. There's a melee in the mech bay. We're going to send them to settle things in the simulators instead. Fantastic. And let's see what we get. Anything, Darius?
That work order you submitted is complete.
Nothing from Darius. Okay, well, that's the thing. Anything else to do in the mech bay? Nope. Looks very, very solid. In that case, we should deploy. We'll do some mech warrior training quick. And let's see here. We can definitely get a point of piloting for boot camp.
Training complete.
Standing by.
And a point of tactics for brother.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Skipper.
What else
Good
do
to
we
go.
need?
Standing by. Yes, Commander.
Ah, we can get Warlord for Muffin Top. Fantastic.
Mech warrior.
Gotta love that +1 accuracy.
I live to serve.
Standing by.
And
go.
anything
Aye, aye.
else?
Orders.
Yeah, actually, we can get a point of tactics for
Training
Taboo.
complete.
Sounds good. Okay, so with that done, let's hop into the command center and see where we want to deploy. 523 for an escort. 627 salvage for a target acquisition. I don't think target acquisition is really what we need at this point, in all honesty. I would kind of like... I mean, an ambush convoy wouldn't be awful. We could potentially speed through that very quickly. Run this maybe like 1-7 for the extra payment. I like it. We probably don't care about the salvage here. And we want to run the Battle Master. And it was what? Muffin Top in the Battle Master? Yes, that is correct. Okay. Let's do it. Now, what we're hoping for here is that we're able to deploy near the denial point, and we're able to just walk at them and make them come through us. That's the overall goal. It's kind of broken to do that, but, I mean, the game lets you deploy there. It probably shouldn't, but it does. So that's going to be what we're going to do, and we're going to look to just shred them with artillery from the very first turn. In theory, they should be quite obvious, and they should be visible to us right away on the first round. And it should be pretty easy. They'll be clustered up. Not a big deal. So we need to destroy the pirate convoy and escape, with a bonus of defeating any escort units. Pirate is transporting classified information by courier in a fast-moving convoy. Just the one pirate? Okay. It's in our interests if this information never reaches its destination. We don't know which vehicle will have the target information, so we need you to destroy all of them. This isn't a normal convoy hit, Commander. The targets will be very fast. We'll need highly mobile units to spot and destroy them. In theory, anyway, but we know where they're going, so...
Command interface
Shouldn't be a big deal,
initiated.
in theory. We've picked up the convoy right on schedule. Find the vehicles, move in, and neutralize them. Okay, so the denial point is up over here. And actually, it's not going to let us deploy there. It will let us deploy up over here. But not at the denial zone. Okay, sounds good. We're going to go ahead and deploy on this ridge then. And we're just going to try to rush in and blockade them there. I'm assuming they're going to be spawning up here, which is a reasonably safe assumption. And this last one can go here, I guess. Okay. Yeah, we see them up over here.
Primary target on screen, Commander.
Excellent.
It's good to go.
We're going to let them move. Is that a plasma laser?
Systems holding.
We're going to continue to let them move. Cool. So, I mean, we have a very limited amount of time before they get to the denial zone, right? They're highly mobile, as they said. Cool. No damage there. 0 from 105. Was that rockets that they just fired?
Affirmative.
I don't know. At any rate, we have a lot of evasive right now. TBMs, perhaps? Or Arrow 4, with it only being 1. At any rate, our AMS got it. Phase 18 is going to be these two vehicles. Pulse lasers all missing. I love it. They're really going after the Atlas, but barely doing any damage to it. I'm very content with this. We've got a phase 15 and a phase 17 mover over here. So we're going to let the phase 15 mover move.
For the right opportunity.
Okay. And now it's our turn.
What? No.
So we're going to move up with our Battle Master over to here. See what vision that gives us. Okay. And we're going to fire on these guys. Now, this is round 1. And this is actually fairly armored. But we'll see what we get here. This is a pot shot. We should actually absolutely Warlord right now.
Primary target is damaged, Commander. Keep
Got a little bit in there. Okay, the Awesome is also going to move up over here.
hitting out.
And we should also absolutely Warlord this. Okay. I want to hit this Fulcrum again. Hoping for some stray shots here as well.
Ready for orders.
Okay, the Madcat Mark II is going to move in over here.
Moving to position.
We're going to Warlord. And we're going to go ahead and fire once again on that Fulcrum.
Taking the shot.
Not getting a whole lot done here, in all honesty.
Awaiting
But that's okay. The Black Knight is going to position here. We are going to Warlord. And I would like to fire perhaps on the Bandit this time. That was much more solid. Good splash damage there. I like it.
Yes,
Next up, our Boar's Head is going to position over here.
Acknowledge.
And I want to fire the Sniper Artillery in direct fire mode. And it's going to have to be out over here because of minimum range. When we're not going to fire these two medium lasers, there's no point. Not even any point to fire the SRM-6, honestly. Or the LRM-20.
Target acquired.
Not great on the splash damage. I'm not shocked by that, but I'm a little sad.
Commander,
The Orion is going to move up to here.
on the move.
We're going to continue to fire on that Fulcrum. We should Warlord. And honestly, I'm actually going to fire on the Bandit here, and I am going to fire the Rocket 20s.
Taking the shot.
Okay.
I'm out of short-range missiles.
Yep, that was expected.
Confirmed.
The Salamander is going to position over here. And we're going to fire the Arrow 4s, basically centrally located, on this Bandit.
Affirmative.
Some decent damage in there, but really not much. Keep in mind this is still round 1, so we don't have sensors
On the move.
for any of this. And honestly, I don't think it's worth firing over this without sensors. Round 2. Phase 23. None of these move in phase 23. What do they got? Cover APC sensors. Okay. Dropping a couple of mines in here. I don't think I'm too worried about that. That's probably sensor mines.
Waiting for
Our
orders.
Awesome is going to advance and find out. Sensor mines. Okay. So at this point, we do not have access to this Warlord ability, but what we can do is we can fire on the Fulcrum, and we're going to do exactly that. We're not going to fire this heavy PPC, but everything else.
Acknowledge.
It is difficult to hit. There's no doubt about it.
I am out of short-range missiles.
Okay. The Bandit is running. We're not surprised by this. How many evasive pips does it have?
Commander.
It's going to be hard to hit. We don't actually see.
Yes, Commander.
So the Black Knight, I think we're going to send out after it. Or maybe the Black Knight should engage over here. No, we'll send the Black Knight over this way. We're hoping to get in through that side arc, in all honesty. That would be our primary goal here.
Enemy outflanked. Bringing to pay.
A lot of armor damage there, but not really what we needed. Some splash damage there, that's fine. We're not surprised that they're trying to bypass us. This is exactly what we expected them to do. Phase 20 is going to be this guy, the Epona Prime. And we may actually end up failing this, we'll see. It kind of depends on how our artillery does. We've not had great luck with our artillery lately, but we'll see. Okay. So these are the other two convoy members here. At this time, I would like to reserve and allow these two to move to group up with these. Okay. Some good pulse laser damage there. So we're reserving here. At this point, this vehicle will move. And then in phase 18, we're going to oh, that's an up-armored Saladin? I didn't realize that. Yikes. AC-20 ink. Yup.
I'm getting blown apart out here.
Yeah, that's that AC-20 for you. What's in that arm? One of our heavy PPCs. Okay.
Hey.
The Battle Master should head out over this direction. And fire on that up-armored Saladin if we can. I mean, hit odds are not great. We could go for the Epona Prime. But the up-armored Saladin is absolutely the threat here. A little bit of damage in there. The Sestrus moves up. This is what we wanted. It didn't move as far as I thought it would, which I guess is okay. The hover tank positions there as well. Okay. Sounds good.
What's up, boss?
So at this point, we're going to send the Orion over this direction. Just turning it. And we're going to go for, I think, honestly, the rear arc on the Sestrus. Do it.
Got the angle. Taking the cross.
These things have very high armor for how fast they move, actually.
Waiting for orders.
Madcap Mark II is going to move in over here as well.
On the move.
And we're going to fire on... I feel like it has to be the Bandit here. Actually, I don't. I feel like it should be the Sestrus. We'll do something like this. Excellent. One down.
One more for the trash heap.
Wait, are you telling me that this wasn't the convoy? No, I think that's just not updating. The Salamander is going to position up over here, and hit odds in the indirect are decent on this Fulcrum. But we're going to go direct. Light him up.
Looks like you're out of position.
Okay, that's the structure exposure on the Fulcrum.
Receiving you.
The Hector wants to move up to here,
Roger that.
because what we want to fire at is this Bandit. We're going to Warlord because our hit odds aren't great. We're going to tag first and hope that we hit that. Okay.
Knock, knock.
Got a couple of decent hits there.
Waiting for orders.
Our Boar's Head is going to walk up over to here. Yes, we're exposing our rear arc. I'm aware of that. Okay. We're going to fire at this fulcrum here. Sniper artillery in direct fire mode. Let's fire the LRM-20 as well. I want to basically guarantee the kill, but if we hit it with the sniper artillery, it will guarantee the kill. We don't have Warlord.
Target lock on it.
Oh, that was not great.
Warning. Enemy
Okay, good enough.
detected.
Sensor trace.
So there's enemy reinforcements up over here, an Emperor and a Battle Master and a Dragon and a Pike. Okay. Phase 23, they move. Do we move anything before this bandit does? The answer is no. Hover APC going for the awesome. Gets no damage in. Okay. The bandit moves. Positions almost at the denial zone. At this point, it's basically all on artillery to finish off that hovercraft. It has very little armor left, to be sure. Okay. This is going to get interesting. I was not expecting the pincer for sure. That said, I think it's fine. Assuming that we can eliminate this bandit hovercraft. Like, there's this hover tank here. And they move so much before we do. This is going to hurt. Okay, the PPC isn't gone yet.
Armor breach.
Oh, I'm
Armor
aware.
damage.
That's been a thing for a while. But yeah, we don't get to move for a very long time here. And that's because we did that reservation tactic. And that was before these guys popped up. I did not expect them. Pona Prime also going for that awesome, and there goes the heavy PPC. We never had a chance to react to that.
I lost a weapon.
Yep, that's fine. We can replace that, and we can replace the double heatsink, I'm pretty sure. The Battle Master moves up. Misses everything on the Hector. I guess we'll take that. Okay. They still have one more mover. And that's their Emperor.
Oh, that hit meat.
Well, that's a little rude. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Well, the awesome is, at this point, honestly going to engage over here. Like, we need to handle this, but the question is how. Actually, I think we're going to position it here. We're going to vigilance it. We're going to go for the rear arc on this hover tank. Now, we have lost a lot here. There's no doubt about that. Can we Warlord? Not yet. So we're just going to do this then.
Target lock on enemy rear.
Okay, that was a solid hit.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Our Salamander absolutely has to go for this bandit hovercraft over here. Okay. We're even going to Warlord it. 32%.
Copy that.
Got it. Okay. That
So much for that little
could have been
guy.
bad. The hover tank moves up. We're not shocked by this. They go for the Hector. Okay. So we're going to kind of split here and have some of our mechs go for these guys to clean up the backline and some go over here. However, our absolute top priority does need to be this hover tank. So the Hector is going to move up. It's kind of exposed here. I would like to vigilance it. That's not an option at this time. Can we Warlord? No. So we're just going to fire on this hover tank and hope for the kill. Odds are decent, actually, that we get the kill here.
Roger.
But we didn't.
Watch my heat
We did
level.
tag it, so that's okay. They have a Phase 18 mover, the Up-Armored Saladin. This is the AC-20. He stray shot his friend. I'll take it.
Commander,
The Madcap Mark II has to move up over here.
I copy.
Do we have access to Warlord? Not yet. We gotta fire on this hover tank. And instead of firing this ER medium laser, I'm going to fire the Rocket 20. We're going to hope for the kill here.
We're all
Heat sink destroyed.
That hit something good.
It's not dead yet,
I'm out of
but it
short
has
range missiles.
basically no armor left. Kind of bad luck on our clustering there. Okay.
Watch my heat.
Yeah, you're okay for now.
Aye, aye.
The Black Knight is actually going to come over here and engage these guys. I want the kill on this guy. We're hitting him side arc, so this is actually... it was his other side. Up Armored Saladin, then. Okay. Go for the kill. Fantastic.
Vehicle fragged.
So there's that down. Next up, the Orion is going to move in up over here,
Coordinates.
and it is going for the kill on this hover tank. Rather than firing the PPC, that head hit sucked, but rather than firing the PPC, we're going to fire the heavy rotary AC-5 in X6 mode for more rolls. Yeah, we're overheating a little bit. I think we're okay. We're going to Vigilance first, though, just to be sure. And then we're going to fire like this.
Target lock on enemy.
We missed all of those. 7
Reporting
rolls on
enemy
32%.
My
Yikes.
can't. Right
That's
here.
bad luck right there. The Battle Master is going to fire on the Epona Prime since it can hit into that weak point. I'm going to fire the UAC-20. I want that kill. There we go.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And then we can ace pilot over
On
here.
my way.
That'll be fine.
I'm melting in here.
Okay, the Boar's Head is going to step forward over here. We're going to fire on that hover tank. With the sniper artillery, we're going to not fire the pulse lasers. We're not going to fire this ER medium laser, but everything else. This should guaranteed kill the hover tank.
This one in the back.
Okay.
To the LZ commander.
There we go.
Coming in hot.
Failure is not an option anymore. Fantastic.
Let's do this.
The Awesome is going to engage this lightning attack hovercraft here. We're going to kick it, and we're going to do what we can over here.
Move order received.
Good hit there. Structure exposure. And that's a kill. Fantastic. Losing the arm on the Awesome did suck. There wasn't really anything we could do about that. Just because we never had a chance to respawn to it. Okay, who do they move next? It's the Dragon. The Dragon closes in on the Hector. I'm okay with this. This seems fine.
Orders.
At this point, the Orion is going to step forward over here.
Aye, aye.
We're going to Vigilance. And we're also going to Warlord here. And we're going to fire on whoever we have the best hit odds on, which would actually be the Pike support vehicle. Now, this thing does have all those AC2 Imperators. And we're going to do something along the lines of, well, we need to sink heat, so something along the lines of this. It's not a great angle, but we did get a hit in there. I guess that'll work. Okay, phase 21 is going to be this guy. Interesting choice, going for the side arc on the Battle Master there. That's not a choice I would have made. Their Battle Master moves forward and doesn't fire. Wait, it moves twice in a row? No, that was phase 21. This is going to be their vehicle over here, their hover APC. So we're only going to send probably the Battle Master off against this. Yeah, it just moved into Battle Master at
Damage.
Battle
Right,
Master range there.
Commander.
So the Battle Master will be the one that goes
How's it
after it.
going?
The Hector is going to hop down over here.
I copy.
And we're interested in going after any of these. The odds are, I think, best on the Battle Master, right? Yeah, they are. So we're going to go for that. We're not going to fire this ERPPC because of heat. But otherwise, okay, 80 damage into the Battlemaster, and we tagged it. That'll do. Phase 18 is going to be their Emperor. We'll see what it decides to do. Backs off. Gets a good amount of damage into the Hector there, actually. The Hector's probably unsteady now. Yeah. I didn't expect that for sure. The Hector's going to take some heavy damage here. That said, most of these have already moved. The Imperator is definitely going to fire on the Hector here.
Commander?
The Black Knight is going to make its way up the road and try to get into range over here to attack in any meaningful way. I think that, honestly, the Battlemaster is by far the best target here, though. Do we even want to Warlord? You know, it's probably a good idea right now. Let's do it. We'll Warlord, boost our hit odds, and let's see what we get. We missed quite a bit there, but that was still a very solid armor strip, and he's now evasive.
Yes,
So the Madcap Mark II can step forward, and that will be a very solid hit on the Battlemaster. Now, we're a little bit concerned about heat here. I'm going to not fire this ER medium laser just to sink a little heat.
Target confirmed.
We missed a Gauss there, which made me sad. But that's a structure exposure on that Battlemaster. Now, the Imperator, or rather the Pike, is going to definitely attack the Hector here. There's no way around that. Honestly, that could have been worse.
Watch my heat level.
That could have been far, far worse.
Ready to rock.
So the Salamander, who do we want to go for here? Do we want to maybe do guided directs on the Battlemaster? A single guided direct because of heat. Do it. A solid hit there.
Standing by.
Okay, the Battlemaster is obviously going to go for the hover APC sensors. I think we'll not fire the UAC-20 because of heat, but otherwise, go for it. This is likely a kill.
I'd rather use weapons, but...
Eh, we missed the kick, but even so. That wasn't great rolls, but I guess it'll do fine for now.
I'm receiving you.
The Boar's Head is going to step slightly to the side here, I think.
I'm walking here.
And we're going to hit this Battlemaster hard. Sniper Artillery in direct mode. The SRM-6 for sure. And I'd like to, instead of firing the ER medium lasers, I'd like to fire the medium pulse lasers and maybe even the medium lasers. We'll do something like this. This'll do fine.
Confirmed.
That's a huge amount of damage to that Battlemaster. That's a knockdown. Excellent.
Over the red line.
You're okay. Now, the Dragon is absolutely going to attack the Hector here. There's no way around that. As expected.
Damn it. I'm wounded.
They got a head hit in there. That's unfortunate.
Commander.
The Awesome is, at this point, going to turn around.
Moving to
And is going to fire on the Battlemaster. Light him up.
Here we go.
That's all armor damage there, but I guess that's okay. Phase 19 is going to be... Oh, we got reserve back from that head hit. That sucks, actually. So the Emperor is going to move. Our Hector is very exposed. And is remaining very exposed. For a long, long time. We just gotta hope the armor holds. The hover APC killed itself. Sure, we'll take that. The Emperor moves up. It's going to go for the Hector. That was always going to be a thing. The armor's holding for now. That's a structure exposure, I believe, in the torso, which isn't great. Into a knockdown, which means it's even longer before the Hector moves.
I'm hit.
That head hit really sucked. That's in the left torso. Okay.
Standing by.
The Black Knight is going to move forward here.
Moving out.
I'd love to take out the Pike support vehicle, but we got to go for the kill on the Battlemaster. I'm not going to fire the HA-20 because I want the ammo, but we'll go for the Battlemaster. This should be a kill. So we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Target eliminated.
Okay. Now the pike goes. It went for the salamander. It didn't go for the Hector.
Keep an eye on my heat, Commander.
That's very silly of
Ready
it.
for orders.
Okay, the Orion is going to... I would love to, like, make our way over this way. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to head over here. And taking a look at these hit odds, it is best on the pike support vehicle. I love it. We're going to fire like this.
Acknowledge.
Nice.
Enemy vehicle.
That was good shooting with the autocannon.
Over the red.
Skipper.
Okay, the salamander is overheated here, and we're going to have to be concerned about that. I think that we're likely just going to have to brace it.
Affirmative, Commander.
Yeah, there was too much that came in from the pike support vehicle in terms of heat gains. The Battlemaster is going to just turn around here and sink heat. Get started heading over. The Madcap Mark II is able to get in position to hit either of these. What are the hit odds like? 70%, and we're up over here. 44. The Dragon is the easy option then.
Copy that.
Do we have Warlord? We do. Light him up. That's actually a lot of damage into that Dragon. I like it.
I'm taking damage.
Next up is the Boar's Head, and the Boar's Head will position over here.
Onward.
We're going to continue hitting that Dragon. Now, this is a bit of an overheat. We're not going to fire this medium laser, and otherwise, I think this is good.
Firing.
Got some decent hits in there.
Reporting critical hit.
Not the best I've ever seen, but it was okay. The Hector can stand up, and the Hector absolutely needs to start backing off a little bit. We're going to step it back ever so slightly, and then we're going to vigilance it, and then we're going to fire on the Dragon. Now, hit odds here are quite bad, in fact. We're going to brace it. Sink that heat. Okay, so they get to move. At this point, the Dragon respawns. Fires on the Orion. That's okay. Sounds good.
Losing. I'm starting to cook.
Yeah, you're fine.
Good to go.
The Hector gets to move immediately, and we're going to break LOS here partially with the Emperor. We're going to position up over here.
Copy.
We're going to re-vigilance, and then we're going to fire on this Dragon. Can we Warlord? Yes, we can. Light him up.
Locking on.
Good hit, sir.
Commander, I'm starting to cook.
You're okay. The Awesome is going to position out over... These are all indirect, but I guess that's okay.
Roger.
Out over here, and we're going to fire also on the Dragon, I bet. Actually, no, the Emperor. Okay. Start softening that armor.
Target acquired.
Nice. 75 damage in there. So next up, the Emperor is going to move in and fire on the Awesome. I'm not shocked by that. That guy has some really major stability damage that he does with those LBXs.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
That's twice that I've underestimated that LBX stability damage.
Awaiting
That's
orders.
something that needs to change.
On the
I need to
move.
not do that anymore. Hit odds are better on the Emperor, and with this particular mech, I would rather attack the Emperor here because we want to do a wide array of armor damage.
Copy that.
And that's exactly what the Black Knight does, is a very widespread armor attack.
Right here.
At this point, the Battle Master is going to sprint in over here,
Affirmative.
and that does get us in range to hit that Emperor. We'll go ahead and pot shot this. Can we Warlord? Yes, we can. Do it. And let's see what we get. Ooh, that was solid. For a pot shot, that was really, really good.
Critical hit, Commander.
That's one of those LBXs gone.
Effective.
What are your orders, Skipper?
At this point, the Salamander can go for either of these, and the Dragon is the obvious choice. We'll just fire the single arrow for our heat is still up there.
Copy that.
Another good hit there.
Keep an eye on my heat, Commander.
I like it. The Madcap Mark II is going to pop out over here, and we're going to fire on that Dragon. I don't think we can Warlord, so this is just going to be a pot shot. In that case, we should not fire these two ER medium lasers. Okay, we got a Gauss hit in there. We'll take it.
This heat is cooking my internal
The Orion is going to step forward
I
here.
copy.
Our heat is up there on the Orion. So we're just going to fire the single PPC here.
Affirmative.
Okay,
Watch my
we got a
heat
hit
level.
there. The Boar's Head is going to step forward.
Rolling.
And it's also going to fire, I think, on the Dragon here, actually. Nice hits there. Very nice hit.
Hostile eliminated.
I love it. Okay, so all that is left now is the Emperor. The Awesome is going to move in, and this will get rid of most of its instability. We're going to fire on that Emperor. We're looking for a knockdown here. I don't think we can... We can Warlord. Do it, just to be on the safe side.
Engaging.
That should be a knockdown. The Emperor is dead. It can't move again.
Solid.
It's totally, totally dead. So we lost a heavy PPC. That's not the end of the world. We can crit fish now.
On my way.
Well, we're going to have to strip armor first, but we might get some crits in here. This is probably a kill, in all honesty. Those are solid crits, but not quite what we needed there.
Waiting for
The Hector will step forward, and it will attempt to finish the job here.
Locked on target.
There we go. Let's get out of here. So that was definitely a little bit more than I was expecting, but ultimately that was fine. We did lose a heavy PPC,
Successful.
but I believe we have another one of those. So we should be able to replace that, and I don't... Well, we did lose a clan double heatsink. That's another potential issue there. I think we have clan double heatsinks in stock, but we're going to have to double check that. So let's see what we get from salvage here. I was definitely not expecting the second lance there, but it's all good. So 1.1 million. Not too bad. Yeah, we lose this arm, which sucks. But let's see what we've got. I mean, we didn't prioritize salvage super high here, but... I don't really care about any of these right now. I'm checking in here. A regular PPC. I don't think they had any heavy PPCs, but what I'd really like to do is replace that clan double heatsink. I don't know if they had any. That's a negative. Okay. In that case, we're probably going to go for, like, a Battlemaster part or an Emperor part, maybe? Yeah, let's go for the Emperor part. Medium Pulse Laser, sure. We've only got one, so we'll keep that around. PPC Standard, sure, we'll keep that around. A Rocket 15, always nice to have. Engine Core 115 we don't have, and a 215 we do have one of those, so we'll sell that. Okay, well, that was more damage than I would have liked to see. Ultimately, the only thing that really hurts is losing the Awesome's arm. I do expect this to be like 300, 350, maybe even 400,000 to repair. It's going to be spendy. We took a lot of damage. But it'll be profitable still, so that's good. It does cut into our profit margin, to be sure. But overall, that wasn't too bad. We can always scrap those vehicle parts that we got last episode, but we are going to need to make sure to cancel the repair on the Awesome and just get that going separately so that I don't forget about that, because that's going to be a little bit awkward. So let's go ahead and do that. It is also around time to put a cut in. I'm not going to do that until our repairs are fully queued up and good to go. But you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and 300k. You know, that's actually not too bad. That's ballpark of where I thought it was going to be, and on the low end of the ballpark too. So that's good. We're going to hop into the mech bay here, and let's get the Awesome completed. Come on. Any moment now. There we go. Okay, so the Awesome we're going to stop the work on. Yeah, that's like half of our total costs there. And we're going to need to refit this guy. Do we have a spare heavy PPC and a spare clan double heatsink. It's unfortunate that that was actually destroyed through armor. But it was. And so, obviously, we can replace the medium laser. That's no big deal. We'll max this armor out. There we go. And let's take a look here. We've got 4 heavy PPCs. That's great. Okay, so we're going to need a medium laser in over here. Replace that. Nice. And then we're going to need a clan double heatsink. And that we don't have. Okay. We've only got the one clan double heatsink in this. So here's the idea. We drop the one clan double heatsink. We swap this out from being clan double heatsink and put in an inner sphere double heatsink, which, yeah. We've got a inner sphere double heatsink kit here. It's not as good on the coolant, that's for sure. But we do have plenty of double heatsinks. So we can drop a double heatsink here. We can put in a double heatsink here. And then we can, to make up for the coolant loss, we can drop either the iRocket bolt-on or the AMS flare. And I think since we have AMS 2s on several mechs already, we'll drop the AMS flare and we will put in the heat exchanger. That puts our heat efficiency at actually perfection. Nice. So we're never going to have heat issues on this guy in ideal conditions. And we can just drop 5 points in each leg. Do it. Okay. So there is that. And as I said, that cut does need to go in. This episode has gone a bit on the long side. So we will go ahead and do that. I already did the outro, so all is good. Next episode, we're going to hopefully hear from Darius quite soon on where we need to go. We'll see. I'll see you all next time.